Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing Plan With Me for July 14th through the 20th and we're using this, there's a Pull Vibes from Scribble Prints Co. This is pretty ancient art now. This is a re-release of a mystery that we did using, it's just a fun tropical pool set. And I loved the way this kit came out, especially with the flat laid double box of the pool. I just thought it was something really different and fun that Andrea suggested, so that was really cool. And yeah, I'm finally using it after years and years of having like first the mystery and now this. So I do have some extra pages that I saved from the mystery, but I didn't really use much of them. But it did let me color block entirely my sidebar, which I do love and I've missed using. I'm going to bring in a mixed metal shimmer bundle from SPC, which is silver and sparkly hollow. And I love the way it gave off like the pool glitter vibes. But also didn't like the foil that it came with originally was orange, but I did use orange foil recently, so I decided to do this mix. I have sort of sparkly pool vibes with it, because I didn't really have any blue that went with this teal that's in the set. So yeah, that's what I did, and we did color block as normal, and I did put a toolbox in the sidebar, but I forgot to pull out a toolbox overlay, and I still have forgotten to do that, but I will do that afterwards, so apologies, you won't get to see the foil overlay on the toolbox in the sidebar, but that's probably fine. I think this was about when we were getting into the heat wave here in Finland finally. So July was way more summery than June was. And I did stream this week. I streamed some more Infinity Nikki. And I finished a book and started a new book. And I also I did one little bit of my audiobook, but I'm finally, now that I'm filming this, in the 7th of August, I'm like 5 hours left of that audiobook, so almost done. Monday it was really hot, but my partner Locke cleaned the balcony. They cleaned all the glass, so that was really nice of them. And then some birds came and made it dirty again, so that's pretty annoying. But it was good to get the glass all clean on our balcony because it is all glassed in. And otherwise, yeah, just a normal week. But we'll get into that now. So let's start the day by day. Once again, I'm not wearing any nails, and I probably won't for a little bit. Just giving my nails some air, you know. But hello there. I have my book on the sidebar, The Hunger of the Gods, by John Gwynne. This is the second book in the Bloodsworn saga, and it was really, really good. It's a Viking fantasy. And then this week I was working on my Patreon, I did a vlog, and I obviously did a stream on Saturday. So let's get into the day by day. So on Monday, we have, as always, Coffee Monday. Would it be my plan with me without color blocking and without Coffee Monday? I don't think so. And then, of course, I had a Plan With Me go up, and I did some filming. Probably, I think I filmed that Plan With Me, to be honest, to try and get it up. So I'm just going to use this ancient iced coffee sticker from SPC, because I thought it went with the spread the best. And then I'm going to, obviously this is mixed metal, so we're going to do a mix of silver and sparkly hollow icons and scripts. And I just got film in there. And then Locke cleaned the balcony. So I'll put that in here. Actually, I want to put the red at the... Actually, I can make red a smaller box because cleaning the balcony was a big thing. Cleaning the balcony. We also did some general cleaning just on the balcony, but also inside in the apartment. And then we were watching Ghosts US, which is a really good comedy show about a couple who inherit a mansion full of ghosts, and an accident happens, and Sam, who is the wife, she is able to see and speak with them. So then chaos ensues, as you would think. But it's a really cute show. It is based off a UK show, and they use and I have watched the UK version. You'll see that in a couple of weeks in my plan with me's, but yeah, I loved both the US and the UK version. They're both different from each other in good ways, so I highly recommend both if you're interested. It's not actually like scary spooky, it's silly, silly comedy. And it is heartwarming, of course. So let me write all those in. So that was Monday. Then on Tuesday, I was getting I was working on Patreon stuff. I got a custom done, so I decided I was still considering doing a shop set for July, but I decided to push that back and just focus on getting my Patreon work underway. And yeah, because I had a lot of stuff to set up for the first time. And I think now it'll be much easier now that I have like a handle on everything I had to do. So, because, you know, I had to figure out the canvas sizes and figure out how I wanted to do sticker sheets and things like that. Yeah, and also how to like work with the manufacturers and whatnot. So from now on, it should be pretty simple sailing after this lot of work. But on Tuesday, obviously at work, I did a YouTube binge and I played some Infinity Nikki. And I had to bring in a Momo sticker because he matches perfectly. Now, here I've got read at the bottom. I don't have much to put in. I guess I should have put binge in a bigger box than Infinity Nikki here. But that's okay. Whatever. I'll live with it. I guess we're just going to do laundry super big. Anyway. Then I did some laundry. We watched Ghosts. And then I read my book. So yeah. This is a bit of a silly second box. But it's fine. I should have done a bigger box for the binge. YouTube binge and brought Infinity Nikki down. But whatevs. So then on Wednesday, again, doing more work. And this time I vlogged that work because Alok was at the office enjoying some air conditioning. So I vlogged that, working on my Patreon stuff. Of course, you can go back and watch all those vlogs on my channel. They're already out. And then we had chicken rice for dinner. I'm just putting this out of order a little. Yeah. But we ordered chicken rice for dinner this night because chicken rice just feels right in hot weather. This is from a restaurant in our area. It's a long name for the restaurant, so it only just fit. And then I wanted to mark that it was very warm. I need to make sure I have a fancy label for the bottom. Yes, it was very warm this day. So I want to use a nice, oh, I need a bigger, because then I have a little thing that I'm using. Which again is just for marking that we watched Ghosts. So maybe I'll use another one of these rounded boxes for warm. Warm. You know, like an Ace Ventura. So I got this cute little fan munchkin from Once More With Love. That was me all day, taking in the fan while Locke enjoyed air conditioning at work. And then yeah, we watched Ghosts. And that was the first half of the week all finished. Looking super bright and fun. Perfect for the hot heat wave weeks that we were having at this time. So next I have Thursday. And again, doing more work. Working on that sticker sheet. That was the first thing I really needed to be done. And then we had groceries delivered. And just gonna put in, we watched Ghost US, of course, because we were just watching it down. But if you watch Ghost, let me know what your favorite Ghost is. It's hard to say. I feel like my favorite Ghost in... I think my favorite Ghost in the US version is actually Nancy, one of the basement ghosts. She just cracks me up. But if we're talking about the main group, it's probably Isaac, who hates Alexander Hamilton. Because, yeah, he's great. Alright, and then the rest of the day we got, we really felt like chicken burgers, so we got Cot. They used to be called Cot, and then now they've changed their name to just Cot full stop. But Cot is like the sound that a chicken makes in Finnish. But anyway, Cot. Yeah, so we got some delicious spicy chicken burgers from them. And they also now have chocolate chip cookies, which are really good. And then I played some Infinity Niggy. And then Thursday I finished The Hunger of the Gods. So it didn't take me too long to read. I plowed through it because I really enjoyed it. So there we have Thursday. Oh, a truck is beeping outside. That's great. So Friday I actually put that vlog up on my channel. Because, well, I had the vlog footage, so I thought I might as well put it up. And then I did some journaling. I'm still working on my reading journal, and I'll have a mid-year flip through very, very soon. But I haven't been able to work on it as much as I want to because I injured my hand and I have a lot of writing to put into it. And I'm trying to like save my hand in terms of using it for, like with pencils and stuff. I'm trying to save my hand for actually drawing, doing my work, rather than filling out my journals. So, yeah, I will hopefully have a mid-year flip through very soon before this second half of the year is gone. But yeah, journal, and I did some laundry. Oh, I just realized. Is that when this may have actually been the day. I can't remember when I used my new sticker paper, so I'm pretty sure I got my new sticker paper during that vlog on the Wednesday. And so it might have been this weekend or the weekend after where that's where I injured my hand because I was journaling and cutting out stickers. So yeah, I've had this like pinched nerve for quite a while now. That's fun. Anyway, moving on. So then on Friday, afterwards I did do some more work in my, did some more work for Patreon and stuff. And then, I don't really have room for that. I might take some stuff out here. So I'm going to take out Ghosts and I'm going to put in that I was listening to my audiobook, which I need more space to write it. It's called The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. So let me give myself some room to actually write the book title there because I do like to have the book titles in here, and if I have the read sticker, it means it's in my sidebar. So I hope that makes sense. Now let's flip this, because then I also started a physical book. So this is one that my pet lock already owned, and it's on my 25 and 2025 to read, called 6 Wakes by Mo Lafferty, and it is a murder mystery in space. So if that's what you like, a sci-fi with a murder mystery, in an enclosed space with only 6 people and anyone could have done it. It was really good. There was a lot of like, it was very like, whoa, what the heck is happening? It was an enjoyable book, 6 Weeks. And then The Shadow of What Was Lost is like, it's a fantasy trilogy. James Islington is now working on a new trilogy, which you probably heard of. The first book's called The Will of the Many. So this is his older trilogy, and it's like, it's very, if you like Wheel of Time, that kind of thing. It's like a big journey with a lot of like magic and people who don't understand who they are and things like that. Anyway, it's been fun to listen to. I'm almost finished with the first book, and I am enjoying it. But yeah, so then I read 6 Weeks. So then on Saturday, obviously we also watched Ghosts this day, but I decided to take it out. Saturday, I've got laundry, and then maybe I will put a bigger box for binging YouTube. binging YouTube. So laundry, binge YouTube, and then watching Ghosts US. What else? We tend to just watch whole shows like that. But yeah, I should probably look into when we get the next season because it was really good. And I hope it doesn't end there. Ghost UK is finished, and that also had 5 seasons, but obviously, or series. That's a UK show, it's much shorter, but still plenty of stuff to watch there. So yeah, let me put this in. And then the second half of the day, we also tried out the first episode of a medical comedy show. It's like a mockumentary, so it's like The Office and Parks and Rec and all that, but it's set in a struggling medical center. It's called St. Denis Medical. And we want to try it out because I think it's the same creator as Superstore. It has a lot of Superstore people in it, including Sandra, which one of the best Superstore characters. Superstore, but it also has some people from like Reno 911 and yeah, but I think it's the creators of Superstore. And there's one season, but it has been renewed for a second season. So that's fun. We only watched like the first couple of episodes, but we'll probably get back into it later. I think we only got the first couple of episodes. So, but I thought it was funny. Even in the first episode, it went pretty well. Because, you know, usually these shows, like the first episode's a bit awkward. And like the first episode of the Ghost US is also a bit awkward. But no, this one started off pretty well. So if you want like a comedy medical show that's actually like The Office and stuff, you could try out St. Denis Medical. And then we had Watermelon, the first Watermelon of the season. It was so good. Then I streamed Infinity Nikki and I read 6 Weeks. So that was Saturday. And then final day for Sunday, I did play some Infinity Nikki in the morning. In that day, and then again we're watching Ghosts US, so I'll put that in, and then I also did some filming for the next week's videos, so I'll put that in. Sorry, it's getting all hot and sweaty now. I'm definitely at my limit for filming today. I'm starting to stick to the stickers, so yeah. It's taking me a second to film this last bit. So let me get these in and I'll fill those out. And then we finished the day off with some very typical things. So first, I'll put at the bottom that I was again reading 6 Weeks. I'm using different stickers for this because I was reading a physical book. And then I also was binge watching some YouTube before that. And also did some laundry, washed the bedding, because I do like to do that weekly in the summer since we're so sweaty. You know, we only have a fan and cold towels, wet towels at night. That's my big tip if you don't have like air conditioning for the summer. When it's really hot is to get like a hand towel or a smaller towel. And to completely wet it with cold water and wring it all out, and then you flap it in the wind and then you slap it onto the back of your neck, even in bed. Slap it on the back of your neck and it cools you down. It's so good. So that's my big tip for the heat if you don't have air conditioning. But yeah, so that was the end of Sunday. Pretty typical. But there was a lot of like 6 weeks is a lot of like twists and turns and reveals and connections. It was a really fun little murder mystery, little mystery overall. I'm just clearing everything up because we have now finished the second half of the week, and I shall go ahead and put it into my planner, and we will zoom out so you can see the full spread. Oh, she looks so fun and pretty, so bright and summery. I love the way it turned out. I'm glad I used like the lighter foil. It just really like pops, but lets the colors really speak for themselves. So I love the way this came out. I will get a box overlay for the toolbox just because it's feeling a little dark down there. So I just gotta get it out of my collection, which is like on the other side of the room for me. So I haven't done it yet, but I hope you enjoyed. I don't think I'll add any more sparkles because we have quite a lot of sparkles from these bougie boxes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave down below some summer emojis, maybe some watermelons, pineapples, swimming stuff, because you know, the stuff we see here in the spread. But definitely watermelon because I had watermelon and it's like my favorite fruit. And I'm so happy it was in season and delicious. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week and day. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.